time you ever ate a piece of chocolate? How many of you can remember the first time you had an ice cream cone? I don't remember the first time I ever had a piece of chocolate. But when I was younger, my mom definitely remembered. Cuando yo tenía 3 años, mi mamá me dio por la primera vez un pedazo de chocolate. I was 3 years old when my mom gave me, for the first time, a piece of chocolate. It was a Hershey's Kiss. I loved that so much. And she gave it to me, and my mom said, and this is, I'm much older, of course, we didn't have video cameras or phone cameras, so there's no pictures of this. But she said that I unwrapped it, I was only 3 years old, and then I put the chocolate in my mouth. She gave me another piece, and my mom had never seen me smile like that. And I was chewing the chocolate, and all of a sudden, my mom looked at me and she said, because my face was turning bright red. And then my throat was swelling up. And then my face went from red to a little bit blue. What was happening?
It was chocolate.
Yeah?
You were holding your breath?
Almost. What do you think, Gab? I was allergic to chocolate.
What?
My mom said, "You're allergic to chocolate." I said, "What does that mean?" She said, "We're going to the hospital." She took me to the hospital, and by the time I got there, I could barely breathe. It was an emergency. It was the scariest day of my mom's life. I almost died. They gave me shots. They kept me in the hospital. The reaction went away. I was able to breathe. My mom said, "What happened?" And the doctor said, "He's allergic to chocolate." And my mom said, "What? What does that mean?" And the doctor, she said, "Wait a year. When he's 4 years old, give him chocolate again and see if he's still allergic to chocolate." When I was 4 years old, my mom gave me a piece of chocolate. The exact same thing. And my mom looked, and nothing happened. And then my face turned red. And my throat swelled up. We ran to the hospital. I turned blue. They gave me shots again. It wasn't as bad. I didn't almost die that day, but it was very, very bad. And the doctor said, "Oh no, you have to wait another year." I said, "But I don't want to wait another year." And my mom said, "But I don't want to come back to the emergency room. It's too scary." The next year, when I was 5 years old, I remember this. We drove to the hospital. And in the parking lot of the hospital, my mom gave me a piece of chocolate. And I ate it. And I got red, and we walked into the emergency room, and they gave me the shots, and I was fine. When I was 6 years old, my brothers and I went trick-or-treating. I have 2 younger brothers, and we went trick-or-treating. And I do remember, we went trick-or-treating when I was younger, but I don't have the memory. When I was 6 years old, my mom and brothers and I went trick-or-treating. We came back, they dumped all of my candy on the table. My brothers took out all of the chocolate and put it in their piles. And I was left with candy I liked, lollipops and gum and sweet tarts. And my brothers, they're saying, "Oh, it's too bad you're allergic to this chocolate because it's so delicious." I said, "Mom, I want to try the chocolate." She said, "Are you sure a piece of chocolate is worth a trip to the emergency room? Are you sure a piece of chocolate is worth almost dying?" And I said, "Oh." She gave me a piece of chocolate when I was 6. I did have the reaction, but it wasn't as bad. My face turned red, and my throat swelled a little bit, but not too bad, and I didn't turn blue. I went to the doctor, got a shot when I was 7 years old. She said after Halloween, "Are you sure a piece of chocolate is worth a..." "Yes, I am. Give me the chocolate." And I ate a piece of chocolate. And nothing happened. And I ate another piece of chocolate. And nothing happened. And do you know what happened? I ate all of my chocolate. I ate the whole bag of chocolate. I was making up for lost time. And I've been making up for lost time ever since. And that's the story of when I used to be, but am no longer allergic to chocolate.